Only a couple more weeks until the MLB playoffs. Let's talk some baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back into another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I'm your host, Steven, and it's time to talk some baseball, baby. That's right. This season is coming to an end soon, only a few more weeks. And then one of the most exciting times in sports is here, and that is the baseball playoffs. That's right. Man, last couple weeks have been rough. As you guys know, it's been tough sledding out there. But we did go 2-0 on Saturday. Hopefully, you guys tailed those bets. Hopefully, we can end this year strong. Baseball's been crazy. I mean, it's hard to predict. It's all over the place. But let's keep grinding. Let's focus in and get some winners before the playoffs start. Our Monday Night Football preview and best bets video, week 2 recap. I talk takeaways, all things football. That video is out now. Be sure to go check that out. We got 2 Monday Night Football games. That's right. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Going to be a good night. We missed out on that Friday parlay last week by 1 leg because the Astros scored 2 runs off of Greinke and the Royals bullpen. I don't understand it. It was 4-6. We needed 8 or more runs, 8 to push. But the other 2 hit. But it is what it is. You know, it's baseball. So let's keep grinding. It's Monday, which means it's Movie Monday time. All right, we're going to keep it simple, too. Here's what I want you guys to do. Leave a comment below with your favorite sports TV show of all time. Not movie, favorite sports TV show of all time. So I'm not going to give you mine because it might give it away for some of you guys. But leave that comment below. Let's have some fun. And I'm ready to roll, guys. Let's just get right into it. There's a smaller slate of games today. And I only got 2 bets right now. At the end of this video, you will see. But tomorrow, there will be more coming. There's just not a lot of hitter props and things out right now. So that's all we got. So here we go. It starts out now with the good hitter matchups. All right, we got 11 good hitter matchups for you today, September 18th. It starts out with a couple Rocky players. We got Chris Bryant and Charlie Blackmon against Michael Waka Waka. Bryant has some pretty good numbers, hitting 4 bombs off him. And then we got the 2 Bash brothers in St. Louis, Arenado and Goldie Goldschmidt against Freddie Peralta. Arenado has 4 home runs of his 9 hits. That's pretty impressive. And then we got 3 Cleveland Guardians players on the right with Jose Ramirez, Miles Straw, and Stephen Kwan, who all hit Brady Singer pretty well. And then Tyrone Taylor, of course, right, against Adam Wainwright. And then we finish it with Bryce Harper, 4 for 13, 2 doubles, and a bomb versus Kyle Wright. So those are the best hitter matchups for September 18th. And now it's time, baby. Let's talk who's on fire. All right, let's talk some hot bats in the last 7 days. We got 2 pages of it. Some of these guys come at no surprise at all with Trey Turner hitting 367. We got Julio down there at 462. And then Matt Olson just ripping the cover off the ball. 4 home runs and 11 ribbies, both leading the league in the last 7 days. We got a couple guys tied with that, but Michael Harris at 4 home runs. Luis Arias, how about that? A guy who usually just slaps some singles and doubles. He has 4 home runs in the last 7 days, which is pretty surprising. But yeah, that's page 1. Get some screenshots. Go get some winners. Let's check out page 2. And there we go. A few surprises. Tyrone Taylor, who I just talked about at the good hitter matchups. And then Tim Anderson, Robbie Grossman hitting over 400 in the last 7 days. Joey Meneses, who's been, he started out really hot this year. I think he slowed down a little bit, but hitting 400 in the last 7 days now, along with Randy Arozarena. So, and speaking of that, Josh Naylor of the Guardians hitting 458, and he's hitting over 300 on the season, having a sneaky good year there in Cleveland. So, this is all with a minimum of 22 at-bats and a 350 average or higher in the last 7 days. So there it is. Those are the hitters on fire. We do not have any good pitcher strikeout matchups. Joe Ryan was maybe one, maybe Brian Wu of the Mariners. They were close, but right now we just do not have any good hitter or pitcher strikeout matchups with this smaller slate. So let's dive right in to the pitcher report. All right, we got 11 matchups to look at for September 18th. No pitcher yet for the Cincinnati Reds. And then we got Quantrill and Singer. That is the early game. Most of the games are in the afternoon, evening, other than that one. That starts a little bit earlier. Other than that, not a ton of great matchups. Zach Wheeler, the ace of the Phillies, obviously going up against the Braves and Kyle Wright. We will talk about that game a little later. Adam Wainwright, 199 career wins, trying to get 200, and it is not easy for him. You know, it's hard to bet against him because you want to root for that kind of guy, especially since he's retiring here in a couple weeks. So he's only got a couple more chances. but he is going for it with his 6.65 expected ERA, 14.1 hits per nine. It has not been pretty this year. But that's page one. Let's go check out page two. And just a reminder, the MLB starting pitcher average is on the bottom, just so you have something to kind of compare it against. Eduardo Rodriguez of the Tigers. If you remember earlier this season, he was traded to the Dodgers and he declined. He had the option and he said he did not want to go to LA, and now he pitches against the Dodgers in LA. We got Verlander on the mound for Houston, a huge AL West race we have going down right to the finish. So every game the Astros, Rangers, and my Mariners play is absolutely huge. Mariners, who just got swept by the Dodgers, now get to play the Oakland A's. Hopefully they can get the job done. Brian Wu versus JP Sears there. Other than that, not a ton of great matchups. Jordan Montgomery's been pitching well for Texas, especially at home. He's had a pretty good season. So, yeah, those are the last five matchups of September 18th. Take a screenshot. Go get some winners. And now it is time for the best bets. All right, game number one takes us out to the ATL. That's right. And the ATL has a big law that everyone must follow. One man may not give another man a piggyback ride. That's right. That's a law in Atlanta. So make sure you don't do that if you're there. Here we go. Braves money line minus 120. Phillies money line plus 100 with an over/under of 9 runs. My best bet in this game is nothing new. It's something I've bet many times before. The man, the myth, the legend, Trey Turner over 1.5 bases. I got this at plus 100. I saw another book that had it at minus 125, 130. I love it at even money. Had to jump on it. Trey Turner, we talked about this a few days ago. 2+ bases in 18 of his last 23 now. That is wild. And I know he let us down a few days ago, but he's won us a lot of money this year. Hitting 369 the last 7 days, or 367, sorry, as you saw in the Hitters on Fire. Facing Kyle Wright, who just made his first start since May, and that was against the same Phillies team. He gave up 6 hits and 6 earned runs in 3 innings. Trey Turner got a hit off him in those couple innings. I just love these odds on FanDuel. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Plus 100 for a guy that's done this 18 of the last 23 times. Yes, I mentioned this before when he let us down, but he did get a single, just could not get one more hit. But I just like, with the weather and everything in Atlanta, and this game with how the Braves bullpen's been throwing, this team is kind of coasting, to be honest with you, because they have a huge lead even for home field advantage to the playoffs. The Braves have been giving up a lot of runs, as you saw in their Marlins series, who just scored a ton of runs too. So I think the Phillies hit around. Trey Turner gets 5 at bats, just need 2 bases like he's been doing for like the last month straight. So give me Turner over 1.5 bases as my first best bet. And let's move on to game number 2. All right, game number 2 takes us out to Houston, Texas, where it is illegal to go barefoot without a permit in Houston. That's right. Wild. Here we go. Astros hosting the O's. Astros money line minus 154. Orioles money line plus 130 with an over/under of 8.5 runs. My best bet in this game is something that absolutely let us down on Friday. It ruined the parlay. We would have had a huge winner, but I'm not going to bet scared. So here we go. Do not let me down. Astros team total over 4.5 runs at minus 105 on DraftKings. The Astros offense absolutely crushes lefties. And by the way, this bet is hard for me to do. I'm a Mariners fan, and every single game right now matters in the AL West. I want the Astros to lose. I would love the O's to win like 8-6. That would be great. But they crush lefties. 3rd best WRC plus, 4th best ISO power, 3rd best OPS, and they strike out the 4th lowest, all versus lefties. They are going up against John Means. Now, we talked about Means in his first start. This is only going to be a second start. He's not pitched much. He had a huge injury. In his first start 6 days ago, 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, and only 1 strikeout. He just didn't miss a lot of bats if you watched him pitch that game. And if you're going to give me a lefty who doesn't miss a lot of bats and still just trying to find his old form against this Astros team where every game matters right now, I would gladly take a chance on the Astros to get 5 or more runs. I love the value at almost plus money, minus 105. So give me the Astros team total over 4.5, and hopefully they lose 8-6. That would be absolutely great for my Mariners. So anyways, that's bet number 2. Let's check out that bets recap page. All right, there it is. The man, Trey Turner, over 1.5 bases at plus 100. Then we finish it with the Astros team total over 4.5 at minus 105. I know it's only 2 bets. I will have an added play tomorrow. There were some hitters that I was interested in, but I just didn't get any odds out. I looked on different sports books and everything, and they just weren't there yet. So we just did a football video too, so it's been a crazy long night. It was a lot of fun. Again, be sure to go check out that football video. But let's have a good week in baseball. Let's finish this season strong. Leave a comment below for that movie Monday, your favorite sports TV show. I know it's not a movie, but close enough. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. Have a good Monday.